Hello there! It's been a while. So I have officially moved to Minnesota and gotten started in my new job, and it's great. But instead of boring you guys with all of that, I've decided to show you my bullet journal flip through. So, first things first, we've got the cover. So I've got a bunch of stickers on my bullet journal this year. I figured that since last time I had the plain white bullet journal, I would have some stickers this time for my favorite fandoms and my favorite other stuff and just some fun stuff. So this one is my first one. It says ask me about my special interest. As you know from probably many videos, and if you've been stalking my likes, you probably know, I am neurodivergent. So my special interests are very important to me. And so if you want to talk to me about It by Stephen King or Stranger Things, or more recently Be More Chill, hit me up. This one is a fun one. It just says radiate positivity. I saw it on Redbubble. I thought it was cute. This is from the It Chapter 1 movie. Their gazebos, they're bullshit. This is the Hawkins Middle AV Club logo. It's not actually from the TV show, but I think it's fun. And this is a great one that I've really been enjoying recently because I like to play D&D, but I haven't had a party recently, which sucks. So, but this one says initiative roles, not gender roles. And then we can flip to the back. Where we've got the Undertale Save logo from, spoiler alert, the Azrael fight. Some Find You Love with Love, Honor, Truth. Dan and Phil. Do it for her, do it for him, and then just some aesthetic pictures. The evil eye to protect my bullet journal from Satan. And the Hand of Fatima, which has implications in all three major Abrahamic religions, Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. So I like the design, it's very pretty. So let's get right into the bullet journal. These are some more stickers that I got when I was in the British Virgin Islands for spring break. It says, real mermaids smoke seaweed. I do not condone drugs. This one is my favorite. It says mermaids don't have thigh gaps, and this is from the restaurant that we went to, the Filthy Mermaid. So this is one thing that I really like about the Leuchtturm that I did not have in the Moleskine, which is the index. So I've been using the index for all of my pages, and I have filled up all the way to the second page. I have not made it to the third page. So here we go. My legend, which is what I always have. 2019, a journal for organization, planning, and recovery, as per usual. My legend, square is a task, triangle is a deadline, circle is an event or appointment, X is canceled, filled in is completed, arrow has been moved. You've seen my bullet journal videos before, you know this. So this year was the first year I made use of the future log, and it was such a good idea. Why didn't I do this sooner? So this is January all the way through December. And this journal fills up to November. I was so close. But I've recently started a new journal for December, and it's gonna be good. So these are all of my events that I had. And I was very busy this year because it was my senior year of college, and now I started my first job. So then next, if you're sensitive to period topics, maybe look away. This is my period tracker. It's a good tracker. I really enjoy it. So it got a little wet. So the little boxes that are outlined in red are when my period is due. The ones that are filled in is when I actually had my period. The ones with the X's through them are when I had cramps, because I have really bad cramps. And the ones with the dashed lines are when I've had tic attacks, because I have tic attacks in accordance with my hormones. So that's fun. This is my pen test page. I have a lot of pens. I didn't get to bring them all with me to Minnesota, and I am very upset by this. And this is January. Gotta love January. So, originally, during the weeks when I did not have school, I had the typical weekly spread with notes, tick tracker, and habit tracker. But then I switched to a daily spread. And I kept this up for a very long time. I'm not gonna go into every single month with my daily spreads, but this is the daily spread that I kept up with a long time. Tasks, schedule, and notes with habit tracker and tick tracker. Okay, so this is my to do for low days spread. It is my self-care checklist. And it just kind of helps me stay on track. This is my emergency phone numbers page, which you might remember from my last bullet journal. My phone numbers are none of your business, so that's why I've got all of that on there. Yeah, so the emergency phone number page has been updated in my new journal to include new psychiatrists, new people close to me. My parents' numbers are still in there, but it's mainly updated to include the people who are within my vicinity. So in case I have like a deathly accident and someone sees this bullet journal, they'll be like, oh yes, I'm gonna call her pastor who lives across the street from her, etc. This was my weekly schedule for the second semester of my senior year. This was the budget tracker that I abandoned. And this is my TV show tracker. So I have, I watched all of most of my shows, but I missed out on Black Mirror, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Barry, and the last season of Call the Midwife, which I really need to get caught up on. But I'm so bad at watching television shows. I'm so bad at it. So bad. This was my 2019 goals. I stuck with most of them, but not all of them. This was Couch to 5K, which I started for the 3rd time. I think it might have been the 4th time actually, and did not finish. But I do have a sticker that says Who Run the World Girls, so that's fun. This is February, which has the same daily spread as all of the other ones. February was interesting because it is also, I did the Blogilates Beginner's Calendar, which I also stopped after 2 weeks. The spring break plans. And these are positive affirmations for my depression and eating disorder. I love this washi tape that I got in a pack at Joann Fabrics. And also one thing that I picked up from my G Little Caroline, hi Caroline, is February highlights. So I write down every single thing that not every single thing, but like the fun things that I did every single day in the month of February. This is March, and we're gonna skip to the end of March. Oh, this is something that I added but has since fallen out of vogue with. It's my post-therapy notes. So I haven't been in therapy recently, and I haven't been, and even when I was, I haven't been keeping track as much as I should be. But this is mostly for after appointments, and I write down the summary, things to remember, tough stuff, and for next time. I'm not going to show you any of these because you don't need to see my therapy notes. This is my March highlights, and this is adapted from a Tumblr post called Everything is Awful and I Am Not Okay, questions to ask before giving up. And so it's just, are you hydrated? Have you eaten? Have you stretched your legs? Said something nice to someone, etc., etc. This was a spread that I kept up with for exactly 4 days. It was stolen from someone that I saw on Instagram. I thought it looked real cute, but it didn't work, so we're not going to talk about it. This is April. This is a little sticker from my friend Morgan. Hi, Morgan. Morgan doesn't watch my videos. I don't know why I just said hi. But Morgan, if you somehow end up on this page, hi, thanks for giving me a sticker. And April was the month that I switched to a different weekly spread. Because the thing that I liked about my daily spreads is it had a space for me to add a schedule. But drawing out 30+ spreads every month was exhausting. I hated every second of it. So I decided to make a weekly spread that contributed to most of my stuff. So this is my April highlights. I started, if you remember from my last bullet journal, I had a D&D spread for Astrid Goldsmith, but this one is for Chastity Rainbridge from my campaign at school, and I never finished it, and we never finished that campaign. James, Elliot, Lynn, Grace, Yomboy, and Joanna, if you're watching this, I miss you. I wish we could continue that campaign. It was so good. This is the gifts that I gave people for graduation, in sort of for my professors and stuff. This page is the bus routes from my house to different locations in Minneapolis, so we're not gonna see that. May, I just want to show you this page. Because it's graduation, and I graduated. And I didn't write it down, but I wrote it down in the May highlights page for graduation. Graduation 2 years purge free, which is great. Budget tracker for June. June's pages were a mess because I had a crappy ruler. Like, look at that. Look at that. That's just bad. That's just messy. And then we have June highlights and books to read part 2. What happened to books to read part 1? I found books to read part 1. That was this page. This is books to read part 2. I have consolidated in the new bullet journal. So this is July. I worked all summer, so that's what all of this is. July highlights, and I started a masks game with Rat Girl, who controls rodents. August highlights, LVC packing list. I am currently working through the Lutheran Volunteer Corps, aka LVC, so this is my list to pack. My bus routes, which you don't need to see. Interview questions for my tutors. Here's September. Cell phone. Here's September with an actual good budget spread. September highlights, I actually kept up with the budget spread this time, which is so helpful because I'm on a stipend of $240 a month. So, here is the academic rewards for my tutoring job that has never actually gotten used. Augsburg Volunteer Day, which is a local college near where I work. October, there was no tutoring that week, so. October highlights, October budget. I added a new thing in the budget that showed my running total, which was great. And here's November, and I ran out of room before I could do the November budget and November highlights, which frustrates me deeply. So that's that. That's my bullet journal for 2019. And this Scribbles That Matter journal is my new bullet journal for 2020. And it's so beautiful. I'm going to show you some of it right now. I got these gorgeous stickers from my pen pal Helena. Shout out to you, Helena. Lots of shout outs in this video. It's great. Ready is real. I'll DM you. Alexi, and I dump your ass. So these pages are so thick. It's so crazy. It's so crazy how thick the Scribbles That Matter pages are. They don't bleed at all, and like, it's so weird. I like a little bit of ghosting because it makes the journal feel lived in, but like, oh my god, it's so weird to not have ghosting. This is my key, which is the bullet code. I do not color code because color codes are for squares. My index. Future log. Just future log, future log, future log. I had to do November highlights and November budget in this notebook, which sucked. Books to read, which has been consolidated, and books are actually being read now. Period tracker, have not gotten my period in November, so there's nothing for you to see there. Emergency phone numbers, again, just people. The stop method for when you're feeling low. And then December. I started trying this new December layout based on the Passion Planner daily layout, but I got bored halfway through writing it, so I made a page that says month under construction with some Christmassy shit and went back to my old spread, and I have to finish drawing the spreads for the month, and then I will update later. Yep, so that's my bullet journal. This is gonna, I hope that this can become a regular thing, bullet journaling on this channel. It's already a regular thing for me personally. I love bullet journaling, and I want to like make bullet journaling videos. But I'm no Amanda H. Lee. I don't know how to do it. I did enter her giveaway though, so Amanda H. Lee, if you see this, I would love some Korean stationery. I need more stationery because I left most of it at home. So, yep, that's my bullet journal.